Okay, so this is the show and tell as it was originally from the seller. You can see it has a cover removed on it and a few things put around there. A little grubby looking. You can see some of the internal workings of it here, uh, and the face there of the unit. Again, a little bit grubby, but all intact. This is how it arrived. You can see these tabs here are broken where the shock of travel, and then it wasn't padded sufficiently on the top, so the tone arm was broken also. So that was a little disappointing to get it in that condition, but I felt I could fix it. So after a little work and sweat and etc., this is what it looked like when all finished. So all works good. Everything functions perfectly on it. Let me give you a little bit of a tour of what was done to it to bring it to this state. Okay, so to take a little look inside at what was done, let's see here what we have. Okay, the first thing that always is wrong with these is this paper frame that surrounds the screen here. This paper frame is always broken. It's always broken in pieces, dried out. So I've found that I can take the broken pieces, put them on paper with a little photoshopping, replace any missing edges, and then go ahead and print it out on a little cover and cut it back out and glue it in, and it comes out just fine. So an easy thing to remake. These little tabs here too, these little tabs are always rusted really bad, so I always take those off and sand them. So on the inside, the motor is always a problem. It's always needs cleaned. Everything is taken apart, cleaned, oiled. The one thing you'll see here is there's a little drive belt that goes between the spindle of the motor and the film advance mechanism over here. That belt is always dried out and a mess, no good anymore, so that always needs replaced. So put a new belt in there, and that makes the motor drive happy. I also glued in these tabs with a little epoxy. Put these tabs back in, and they hold just fine now to hold the cover in place. This one was also broken over here, and again also with a little finesse, and have it just fine. Everything else was in pretty good shape. The tone arm was another problem, where you can see here where epoxy back together. The epoxy is barely visible on the underside and almost totally invisible on the top side, so you'd never know and put back together again. Other than that, it's all pretty much just cleaning and putting a new needle on it, and oiling it up and washing it and getting it all functioning properly. So that's about it for the show and tell, and I'll enjoy it, and you enjoy it too. Bye-bye.